Yo everybody, it's Anime James and Games here, giving you some new Pokemon Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battles. Okay, so here, my Pokemon team. This Pokemon team is actually my original Mega Sceptile team. Although, since the Hoenn Starter's Mega Stones haven't been released yet, I decided to replace Mega Sceptile with Decidueye. So here, my opponent, he has 2 Pseudo-Legendaries, 3 Legendaries, and a Primarina. So, but surprisingly, I do come out with the victor, and, you know, it was a pretty fun battle, and, let's get this started. Okay, so with my Mega Sceptile team, I normally start off with my, Leavanny, because my Leavanny, it knows, the Scumbag Sticky Web, and I normally get the Sticky Web up for my Chandelure and my GurrenLagann. So here my Leavanny sends out the Sticky Web, and my opponent's Dragonite is going to go for the Wing Attack, and that's really going to sting because Leavanny is 4 times weak to Flying type moves. However, my Leavanny has the Focus Sash on, so that way I could get the Sticky Web off and also activate my Swarm ability. But unfortunately, my Leavanny does not know any type advantages against Dragonite, so I decided to switch out to my Electivire, the Gauntlet. I actually didn't have time to get the Choice Band for my Gauntlet, so I gave it the Lumberry. And so I use Ice Punch on the Dragonite, but it lives with 1 HP and it gets the Dragon Rush off me. So obviously I'm going to have to get a Choice Band for my Gauntlet. And so out comes my little goth baby, my little Chandelure. I've had this Chandelure for a long time now. I've had it since the X and Y days. I got it from a trade. It actually came out with really incredible IVs, and you know, I just decided to keep it for a while. Okay, so out comes the Primarina, and I'm not sure if 1 Energy Ball from my little goth baby is gonna take down the Primarina, because Primarina's is a specially defensive tank. So I decided to switch out and send out my Witcher, the Decidueye, and it goes for the Sparkling Aria. And after this, I'm not sure what they're gonna go with next. I'm not sure if they're gonna switch out, or if they're gonna stay in going for the Ice Beam. So I decided to go for my Leaf Blade. And luckily, I made the right choice because that took down the Primarina. And out comes the Lunala. So at this point, I'm thinking I should go with my Z move, the Sinister Arrow Raid. And the Lunala is going to go down with just 1 Arrow Raid. And out comes the Metagross, and I'm not sure if my Decidueye, my Witcher, is going to be able to outspeed this thing. And the Sticky Web doesn't even work on it. I'm not sure if that's even possible. I might have to look that up. I'm not sure if that's a glitch or anything. But the Metagross is going to outspeed my Witcher, and is going to go for the Meteor Mash, and that's going to knock out my Witcher. So I decided to send out my Chandelure, my little goth baby, and I'm trying to go for a Will-O-Wisp because I'm afraid that they might go with another physical move. But the Will-O-Wisp misses, and it gets the Psychic on me. And that's going to be really difficult for my Chandelure for the next Pokemon he's going to send out. But it turns out that I could have just got rid of this thing with just 1 Flamethrower. And now I'm like, really? Wow. And so now they're going to send out the Zygarde, and this is why I was really disappointed that I didn't get a will, that I found out that I really screwed up, because it's going to go for a first Chandelure is gonna go for a Energy Ball, and now the Zygarde's gonna go with 1,000 Waves. and that's going to knock out my Chandelure, unfortunately. So, and then at this point, I'm going to send out my Game Grump, my Grumpig. I named it Game Grump. And I go for the Psy Shock, hoping that'll take out a huge chunk of it, and it does. My Game Grump is Life Orbed, and it's gonna go for the Core Enforcer. But luckily, my Game Grump is just fat enough to take the Core Enforcer. Although it's going to suppress its ability, but that's not really going to matter because its ability is Thick Fat, and there are no ice moves used by the opponent. So it's gonna absorb androids 17 and 18 and become perfect Zygarde. And it's gonna go for the Extreme Speed right here. Yeah, it's gonna go for the Extreme Speed, and my Game Grump is gonna last just a little bit long enough for one more Psy Shock. And this next turn is going to go for another Extreme Speed, and my Game Grump is going to be going down. And so I decide to send out my GurrenLagann, and hopefully I will get to Pierce the Heavens. Here I think maybe I should use an Iron Head, hoping that I would get a flinch off it. And wouldn't you know, it flinches. And now my GurrenLagann is going to be able to pierce the heavens, because all my opponent has left is his Solgaleo, and it doesn't know Flare Blitz or Earthquake. So I'm gonna use my Giga Drill Breaker, but it doesn't kill. So I'm gonna go. So after this next turn, I'm gonna go for one more Giga Drill Breaker, and that's going to be the game. But first, they're gonna go for a Sunsteel Strike because that's the only move that they can probably use at this point. But anyway, one more Giga Drill Breaker, and that's going to be the game. Alright, so that was basically it for today, you guys. That was my Pokemon Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battle for this week. I hope you all really enjoyed it, and I hope that if you want to see more, you'd click the like button and probably subscribe to me. That would help me out a bunch. I hope to see you all next time. Later!